This is wonderful. Thank you. No, thank you for having me. This is such a great event. For the proclamation, the president really highlighted scientists. He highlighted the first Indian woman that went into space. He also highlighted a scientist, and she is the daughter of the first Korean immigrants that came to the United States. I think there's a lot of Asian Americans that do great science work. We're also in the arts, in medicine, in different industries, and also in government. But the president is very much aware of the many, many contributions that Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, and Native Hawaiians had made through the centuries, building this country, enriching it with our culture, our heritage, our dances, our food. And so that's very much recognized by the president and the White House.
So what do you think will be the essence of the traditional or heritage that need to be shared with other cultures? Can you highlight a few things that need to be shared with other ethnic in the United States?
You know, I think we're doing a lot of that sharing already when you walk out on the streets from large metropolitan areas such as New York and San Francisco to even towns like Des Moines, Iowa, because we have restaurants, we have barbershops, we have the typical dry cleaning business and the small shops. But as you know, Asian Americans are also very much in the service industry and physicians and scientists. And so, very much so the fabric of this country, I believe, has been enriched by Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, and Native Hawaiians in so many ways. With close to 50 sub-ethnic groups for AAPIs, you can see them everywhere, from coast to coast, from north to south, as well as in the islands.
And you mentioned about MOU in your speech. Can you elaborate a little bit? What's the significance of the MOU?
Oh, that MOU, I know, that's very exciting. So that Memorandum of Understanding is a formal agreement between the White House Initiative on Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders and the Minority Business Development Agency. So that is a very important agency at the U.S. Department of Commerce. Minority businesses, especially small businesses, make up the backbone of this country. So we have 8 different joint programs that are in our Memorandum of Understanding that we'll work towards. And they are very specific programs to help Asian American Pacific Islander businesses.
So do you think the Chamber of Commerce can play an important role in this contribution to the growth of minority business?
Very much so. We thought about the Asian Chambers of Commerce as we put together the different projects, and absolutely. We want the Chambers of Commerce to benefit, we want the businesses to benefit, and we want the hardworking Americans to be able to benefit from the projects that we have that will be supported by the MOU, and just in general, because economic confidence is increasing. There's extreme high confidence with businesses, especially small businesses, ready to get that sole proprietor to hire that additional employee, or a small business ready to grow and expand and invest. So I think the MOU is just one component and one mechanism of it. But in federal government, we've been doing so much to support the economic development in so many different ways.
So this is a very good year with the tax cut, right? It brings additional encouragement for the small business.
Yes, very much so. The tax cuts from December 2017, and we're seeing just so much optimism across industries and across the country with tax reform. Asian American businesses and minority businesses are doing very well. Out of all the minority businesses in the country, Asian American businesses only comprise a quarter in quantity, but we bring in half of the gross receipts, and we employ half of the minority business employees. So I think there's great success in that. But as you know, it doesn't stop there. We want to continue growing. And so I think the idea is to expand and to grow. Whatever service or product that you have in your business, take it to a new market. Make it bigger and better. Expose more people to it. And I know that there's a lot of interest to also go globally. So whether that's to expand to overseas markets or maybe back to Asian markets. Doing business in Asia is actually one of the 8 programs that we have in that MOU between our White House initiative and the Minority Business Development Agency.